I don't think anyone should have to be miserable in order to achieve joy. Like, people think that the goal is when they're going to get the joy, but it's not, and it shouldn't be. Hey guys, today I've been thinking a lot about Alyssa Liu, and a quote that she said that I really loved was, I connect with everything, but I'm not attached to anything. I find the way she has reprogrammed her mind, her mindset, her thinking so beautiful. And so it really got me thinking. I often say that filmmaking is my life. Film is my life. And there's nothing else in the world that could make me happy as much as film can. And it's the only thing I can see myself doing for the rest of my life and being like truly like satisfied and content and happy. And while that's beautiful in its own way to some extent, it's also isolating and like the farthest thing from the truth because there are so many things that make me happy and not even just happy that make me feel alive. Like, I love listening to sad songs and writing down in my journal lyrics that I relate to and why. I love watching movies with my little brother. I love hanging out with my best friend. I love going to the beach. I love reading my favorite book. I love baking cookies. Like, there's so many things I want to do forever that make me feel happy and alive and fulfilled because being a human, being alive is about allowing yourself to experience a rainbow of emotions. And at this point in my life, I feel like I've gotten to a stage where even the negative emotions I see as just a part of the process and are there to mold me. And I've been molded into someone that I love very much. And if one day I woke up and was like, maybe I don't want to work in film, that would be so okay. Literally, first semester, I was having such an identity crisis with my major. And I remember exactly where I was sitting. I was talking to my best friend outside. It was like the day we were picking classes for spring semester, and I was truly freaking out. I just had a meeting with my advisor, and I was sobbing like, I don't know what I want to do. What if I do all this and film isn't right for me and blah 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 blah. But now the thought of waking up one day and it just not being right for me doesn't scare me as much because there are so many other things that I'm interested in that I could pursue or that I'm not interested in yet that I could explore and pursue. Like, this is an example of something I was interested in. I've always had in my mind that I wanted to work for NASA. Science is was always my worst subject in all of my years of school. Like, it makes zero sense why I would want to work for NASA. Like, what the fuck would I do? But my junior year, junior of high school, before I decided to actually study film academically in college at a university, I was like, okay, I'm gonna double major in philosophy and astronomy, and I'm gonna be a planetary scientist for NASA. Like, okay, sure. Oh, let me not say that because like that was something that I thought was so cool and extraordinary, and I was like, I want to do this. And then I was like, no, like let me go with film. If for whatever reason film isn't right for me, I can always return to that. Like, I can work for nice. Like, with studying philosophy, my plan was I could become a philosophy professor. Like, there's so many parts of myself that I haven't tapped into because I'm so attached to film. And I've put film and filmmaking on such a pedestal and haven't allowed myself to pursue or even think about anything else in fear that it would be like I love this thing more than film. So my whole life is a lie. This thing that I've had in my heart since I was 6 years old, like it was never meant to be. And I just like wasted so much time and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, but why does this is so similar to the video I posted the other day? Like, why does anything have to be more important than the other? Why can't they all just be things that I'm really excited and love and passionate about? And I feel like I've made filmmaking like my entire personality. I feel like everything I do, every decision I make, every hobby I have has to be intersected with film in some way. Like so many of my interests come from movies. Like some of my favorite songs are songs that I heard in soundtracks or TV shows. My interest in film, my what? My interest in fashion was kind of sparked from film when I got more into like the business side of film when I was 16 and was like looking at red carpet outfits and was like, oh my God, like looking into some designers and stuff that kind of come from film. But I always really had an interest in fashion that I've never really pursued because I'm so caught up in movies, movies, movies. I I want to be able to do everything and anything and not put all my life, energy, blood, sweat, and tears into this one orbit because there's a whole world universe of things I could do, and I'm not allowing myself to do it. And the blood, sweat, and tears thing, I actually think I take that back because I don't think that I used to, but I don't think you have to like struggle in order to succeed. I don't think it's worth it. The process should be the point. The joy of the process should be the point. Like I've definitely like gone through things like I said, the negative emotions that I felt, like I felt depression and grief and sadness and guilt and doubt and all those things are more important experiences to who I am now. And I wouldn't change a thing, but I don't think anyone should have to be miserable in order to achieve joy. Like people think that the goal is when they're going to get the joy, but it's not and it shouldn't be. And kind of going off topic here, but I want to make movies because I love it and I love the process of it, and not because I've built it up so much in my head and there's nothing else I can see myself doing. And now I feel like obligated to pursue it and win every award and work with every actor I admire and work with every director I love and sorry, and do all the things. I want to, like, those accolades aren't proof that I'm good at it. I just want to do it because I love it and it makes me happy and it makes me feel alive. Like 6-year-old me thought I would have an Oscar by now. Which like, okay, is not like insane. It's possible, I guess. Like on my vision board is where is she? Right there? Yes, right there is Nicole Kidman holding an Oscar on my vision board. But I don't want that. Where is she? I don't want that to be like okay, when I do this, then my like that's like I've done it. I made it. Like blah, 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 blah. Like I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I don't want to live to chase my dream because my dream, my goal. Because when I finally like capture it, what's next? Like I'm just gonna set a new one and live every day trying to do that. Like I have this note card. It's titled I See My Future and It's Bright. And it's a list of like 10 goals I have, like long term. And I think all but like one of them are film related. And I wasn't like consciously like thinking this as I was making a list, but maybe subconsciously, like these are the 10 things that once I've done them, like I'm gonna be so happy. And it's like Like, why? Like, I treat my goals as like the finish line. When I achieve all those things, that's my finish line of life. But the actual finish line is death, just like everyone else. And it's also not my start line. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, when I make my first movie, feature film, like studio budget, like in a movie theater, when my film debut starts, that is when my true life will begin. Like, no, my life began with birth. Like, I have made these accolades, these goals, these dreams my whole life and identity, and I'm missing out on everything happening in front of me because my head is so in the clouds and thinking about, oh, when I get that in however many years, then I'm finally gonna like start living and like, no, like, no. Achieving your goals isn't what's gonna make you happy. The meaning you give to your life is what's gonna make you happy or feel alive. I don't want to keep saying happy because being a I know in the other video I said like my big picture is to be happy, but I think I wanna feel alive. So I'm gonna stop saying happy. The meaning of life is to feel alive. Maybe. Um Achieving those goals are factors of your mood and your joy. Definitely. Like if one of the things on my note card is to play Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn is literally my dream role. If someone were to come up to me right now and be like, "You're perfect. We need you to play Harley Quinn in a movie," I would be over the moon, over the moon, over the fucking moon. And that would be a factor of my mood and make me really happy, but I don't want that to be the defining factor of my mood and happiness. Because once that's over, then I go back to being exciting. I go back to being sad again and wait for the next goal to have like we need to do what makes us not just happy but feel alive, and through that let everything else come to you. There's this YouTuber I watch. I think you see her name like name Naima. I love her videos. I was watching one last night and she was talking about how she lives with like excitement and she does things that makes her excited, and through that she like follows the path that life has carved out for her, and like good things, exciting things come at her. She's not like, you know what I mean, like she's really living in the moment through doing things just out of pure enjoyment. Good things have come from that. What makes me feel alive is being around people, and which is really funny because I am the most I'm very shy. I isolate a lot. I'm very introvert. I like being alone, but I feel so alive when I'm with other people. And even though I leave people undelivered for days, and even though I'll watch my phone ring while you call me and probably won't pick up, like I love talking to people and being around people and being around my friends and my family and strangers even. I love being uncomfortable because it makes me feel alive when I'm at parties with my friends and they're mingling and I'm just kind of like sitting there. Like, I love that so much. I love being around people. I love feeling uncomfortable. I love feeling comfortable. I love feeling happy. I love laughing with people. I love making people smile and laugh. I don't think I'm a funny person, but even if they're like laughing at me, my friends, I just feel so good about that and I'll laugh with them. And that's one reason why I started doing YouTube again. I just love talking and I love like the tear making my embarrassing moments. Like I knew someone would find that funny. And I found it funny. Like I was making myself laugh while I was editing. I love that. And who knows what will come of this? But don't pursue things just because you think you'll get something out of this. Like even if I wasn't posting on YouTube, I would still, I literally wrote everything I'm saying down in it because this whole thing started with me watching like the Alyssa Liu clips and then like talking to myself. And I was like, wait, like need to write this down because I want to read back to some of this stuff. And I was like, you know what, might as well make a video too. So even if I wasn't recording this, I would probably still do a video diary just for myself or do a voice memo or write it in my journal or in my notes app, whatever. Posting it on YouTube is just a perk and something I want to do because I enjoy doing it. So ask yourself, like, if nobody is watching, if nobody was watching me, would I still do it? If I wasn't being awarded or praised, would I still do it? Something that makes me feel alive is dancing with my earbuds or my vinyl playing really, really loud when I'm all alone. That's something I don't need an audience for to feel alive. That's something I enjoy in the space of me, myself, and I. And I want to feel that way with everything I do when I'm dancing around to my Daisy Jones and the Six Vinyl. Just so happy to be in the moment with myself. I want everything I do to feel like that. I want everything to be like I'm doing this for me because it makes me feel good and it makes me exhilarates me. It gets my heart pounding, my blood pumping, all that good stuff. I want the perks. I want a perk of the things I do to be that I get to share it with someone. I get to win an Oscar. I get to go to the Oscars. I get to work with these amazing people that I admire. The goal should be the perks, not the momentum. Because I write for myself. I write movies and stories that I'd love to watch and read, and how beautiful that I get to share that with someone. But at the end of the day, I need to write for me. You are more than your goals that you've achieved or failed, the medals you have, the trophies you have. You're more than your dreams. The accolades isn't the finish line and shouldn't be the finish line. They should be possibilities, outcomes. Winning or failing is just it's just outcomes. I think Alyssa Leaf said that in one of her interviews. They should be outcomes, not your driving force. So, yeah, don't live to chase your dreams. Do it even when no one is watching. And you are not your accomplishments. You're not the trophies. Do good things and do it for the love of the game. Good night.